Hey there, welcome on back to the deep dive. It is your host Luke, and today we are going to talk about Velo and XRP, which we know Velo is the Ripple of Asia. So let's get right into things with this article that I posted sharing for everyone to read. And I wanted to just read a few different excerpts for you guys. This article is from 2021, but I still think it has some valuable stuff in there. And the article features Beam, which was interviewed in a 1 hour discussion, and then they summarized his points in the article. A few different things that were said. Beam said our goal is to create, quote unquote, the internet of the financial world, which we know this has been tossed around by many different companies, but I truly do believe that if anyone is able to accomplish this, it would be Velo Labs, especially with their ties to 7-Eleven. And I recommend you go watch my videos that I've made with 7-Eleven in the title, including Velo Labs and how closely they are connected. For those who don't know, the licensors for 7-Elevens practically worldwide are invested in Velo and Lightnet, and we're original investors in both of them. So it does seem like something is in play here that we may not be aware of. On that same topic, in the next quote, we see him talk about 7-Eleven. According to the principle of the stablecoin, it is a coin that comes out for people to exchange. If everyone's is different, the stablecoin themselves, which stablecoin will we use? In practice, not all stores will accept that same stablecoin. For example, 7-Eleven said that they will only receive money from True Money Wallet. You have to exchange bot to store in True Money Wallet, which we will process no matter what currency you use by giving Velo as a guarantor and top up the bot in the True Money Wallet yourself. In the article, there's a lot of talk about how Velo is trustless and how their system uses Velo as collateralization in their network for this trustless system. So I do recommend that you read the article on your own and check out this tweet. It was just made today, so it will be easy to access on my timeline, but the article will help make these a little bit more clear. In another quote, he says, if you want to send money to a friend in Japan, you can send USDT through Velo's network to become a digital yen of 7-Eleven in Japan. He can also take out the yen without going through many intermediaries, which this is one of the biggest benefits that Velo is working on building with that internet of the financial world, is using less stops. And this has been something that Beam has talked about a lot recently, explaining how in the current system, if you send money, it has roughly 8 different stops. In comparison, if the majority of the world transitioned to a newer system where we had less stops, then it's better and people receive their money quicker. And as I say in this tweet, cheers, we are going to make it. On that talk of Beam from the article, we can see him here on Lightnet's site as a co-founder of Lightnet, and we knew this. But who I want to talk about for this next part is Shajaval, which is a family member of CP Group, one of the world's largest conglomerates, if you didn't know. And CP Group specifically is the licensor for 7-Eleven in all of Thailand. This is what I was leading into though, and many people don't know, but Fortune magazine is owned by Shajaval. So that is a very interesting thing and can be very good for publicity when it comes to Velo and Lightnet. Another comparison that we can make that's very interesting is that he bought Fortune magazine for $150 million. Now, if we look at Velo's market cap, it is only $231 million. So with his reputation on the line, do you think Velo will perform very well this bull run? I think simply due to that fact, it gives more confluence for Velo to do well. Keep in mind, none of this is financial advice and you should always do your own research, but this is how I like to look at things personally. I also tweeted out today and I said I don't know about you all, but my main picks are holding up like champs and Velo is one of them. Velo has absolutely been chilling throughout the time that Bitcoin has been sideways for the last few weeks. And I do think it'll be one of the best coins this bull run, especially when the market begins to pick up and more of the bigger players are stepping in. On the topic of big players stepping into the game, I have spoke about how I think 2025 is an absolutely massive year. And one way that big players will continue to step into the game is with regulations. And I do think that we are not far from seeing regulations take place on a larger scale. On the topic of Ripple and RLUSD, we had Ripple collaborate with Chainlink, and they said that RLUSD has adopted the Chainlink standard for verifiable data to fuel DeFi adoption with real-time securing price data. I know many people in the community saw this as a surprise, but at the end of the day, data is very important and plays a big role. So overall, this news is bullish for both Ripple and Chainlink. And for the most bullish news that I've seen in 2025 so far, we had Brad Garlinghouse and Stuart Alderoty meeting and having dinner with Donald Trump. And as Brad Garlinghouse said, this is a strong start to 2025. And this was absolutely big to see, very, very exciting for Ripple. This gives me even more confidence that heading into the new year, we will see Ripple potentially work closely with Donald Trump, meaning his team at least, to help provide these regulations that are going to be healthy for the crypto market as a whole. And I do think that's why we saw Stuart Alderoty there, because he is the main person that would be good for Ripple to have speak to someone in terms of the law. On a final note, keep your eye on the lookout on Twitter for some news that will be dropping pretty soon. I hope you guys enjoyed today's video, catching you guys up on what's been going on. I'm very bullish on Velo. And as I said, check out my videos on 7-Eleven and Velo specifically to see more about that. There's some really big stuff going on there. And also, like I said, if you didn't know, Shachival owns the Fortune magazine and he is co-founder of Lightnet. So extremely bullish in terms of publicity and marketing there. And oh boy, these are exciting times. Velo has been holding up like no other. XRP has also been holding up phenomenally for doing a roughly 5 to 6x in the last few months. Please smash the like button, subscribe, and drop a comment down below if you are new here or if you have any thoughts about any of this. If you would like to buy Velo, check out Caleb and Brown. The link is in the description. And if you would like to keep any of the cryptocurrencies that I talk about safe, go ahead and get yourself a decent wallet. I hope you all have a great day and were able to take something from this video. I'll talk to you guys in the next one. Peace.